Lilacs are an old-fashioned spring-blooming deciduous shrub that can live for many, many years. And often we will see lilacs surviving at old homesteads, kind of like you see in this photo here. My grandmother had one at her house that was well over 50 years old, and I have gotten lots of starts from it from over the years. So if you do have a family member that has a really old lilac bush, consider taking some starts from that. But yeah, an old-fashioned plant. They do bloom this time of the year. We are starting to see some blooms down in the really southern part of Missouri and even around the Springfield area as well. So they are starting to bloom. Lilacs can be planted in a hedgerow or a windbreak. They will eventually kind of grow together and make this nice hedgerow that is really beautiful when it is in full flower. They make a wonderful cut flower, and the fragrance, oh my goodness, the fragrance is just absolutely incredible. So most of us are familiar with kind of the old-fashioned, purple lilacs, but if you really want to kind of get into it a little further, there's a lot of cultivars, including what you see here in this photo, including some white ones, all shades of purple, and just a lot of different ones to choose from if you like lilacs. So lilacs will put out root sprouts or suckers, and this is the easiest way to get a propagation. So if you have a family member that has a plant that you want to get starts from, just get down there at the base and you'll see these suckers sprouting up, and you can just get a hand trowel or a shovel and just gently dig those up and transplant them wherever you would like. Easy as that. They do need a full sun location. They need well-drained soil. If you are going for the hedgerow appearance, about 6 to 7 feet apart is ideal because they do get quite large. They don't need a lot of pruning. Very, very minimal pruning. Remember, lilacs are going to bloom on last year's growth. So if you get a little overzealous with your pruning, you may cut out branches that would produce blooms this year. So certainly keep that in mind. And then as far as insects and diseases, there is a borer that will bore into lilac canes. And if you ever see canes start to die out of your plant, if you cut one of those open, you may find one of these borers inside. But certainly remove those canes, get them out of the planting, destroy those so that that cycle doesn't continue. And of course, powdery mildew is very common on lilacs. The one I was telling you about that my grandma had powdery mildew every year, still survived, still produced lots of beautiful blooms. So you don't have to treat, but you can if you want to. And then occasionally we'll see some fire blight issues on lilacs as well. I do want to mention this one here. This one's called a bloomerang, and basically what this is a type of lilac that will bloom continually throughout the summer, but it's not going to be as heavy of a bloom as the first spring bloom. So if you want to continue to enjoy those blooms, you might consider one of these re-blooming varieties. And then as far as fresh bouquets, choose flowers that are open. Once you cut that from the plant, they won't continue to open. So make sure all of the little individual flowers are open and cut it at that time. And just use a sturdy vase because this is a woody plant. The cuttings are kind of heavy, so a good glass vase should work fine. Remove any leaves below the water line in the vase, and then change out that water often, and put bouquets of lilacs in several rooms of your home. It's just amazing. The smell is amazing, but it's just for a short period of time, so enjoy it while they're here.